Holders of federal student loans will have their payment moratoriums extended, the Biden administration said this week. Payments will now be paused through June 30th, 2023, as President Biden's loan cancellation program undergoes a legal test. The Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals blocked the student debt forgiveness program from continuing, while litigation brought by GOP officials in 6 states, Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and South Carolina, is pending. The lawsuit argues that federal student loan debt forgiveness was an unlawful exercise of presidential authority, a violation of the separation of powers that would affect state revenues and tax receipts. Last Friday, the U.S. Department of Justice filed an emergency appeal asking the U.S. Supreme Court to toss out the lower court's injunction, which Solicitor General Elizabeth Prelogar called erroneous. Although the court is not expected to consider the substantive argument when it mulls over whether to allow or overturn the injunction, Prelogar suggested that if the emergency appeal is denied, the Supreme Court should consider taking up the full matter now so it can be addressed before the end of the court's term in June. The state's brief was filed on Wednesday, arguing that the Supreme Court should completely dismantle the debt relief program, which would leave almost 40 million borrowers in, quote, limbo, according to the DOJ. While the legal wrangling unfolds, repayments for holders of federal student loans will be in abeyance until 60 days after litigation is resolved or 60 days after June 30th, 2023, whichever comes first. Of course, if the matter goes in the DOJ's favor, borrowers with incomes under $125,000 or household incomes below $250,000 will have up to $10,000 of their total student loan debt wiped off the books.